A man's wedding day, they say, is probably the happiest day of his life. Well, for me, it is and it isn't. Today is my wedding day. You can tell from the babariga on me. But what is an ango doing in a cemetery, you may ask? I am here to see my best friend. A best friend that also happens to be my mom. Now, let us take a trip down memory lane. There are 3 of us, born to the strongest person I know. Hajiya Muhammad Shaban, a father that everyone will wish to have. A father willing to sacrifice anything for his children. Hajiya Shaban and Hajiya Bilkisu, our mom, came together in matrimony. And on the streets of the ancient city of Zaria we live. I am her first child. Don't let anyone know, but I believe I am her favorite. Not that she'll ever admit it. She always went the extra mile when it comes to me. I remember when Abba, my brother, mentioned that while we were at Umrah, I was praying that Allah grants me Hussein as my wife. Mama's response was, I would love to meet her. And so they met. And Mama saying, Kai, Hussein da hankali solidified the foundation I started building with my amazing wife. A few months later, 2 major things happened. I asked Mama to speak to our father about formally meeting Usaina's parents. Clearly, it was a success. The other thing was my best friend getting sick. It was acute renal failure. Her kidneys were failing. But as she was lying on her sick bed, battling with her sickness, what she kept mentioning to every sympathizer that walks through her hospital door is that her son, me, is getting married. She was mentioning it with so much pride on her sickly face. That was the type of person she was, always putting her husband and us first. One unamusingly funny thing about time is that we think we have enough until we don't. Mama was to have a kidney transplant. Both kidneys were failing and the doctors in Turkey recommended surgery. Alhamdulillah, I was a match and the surgery was a success. A couple of months later, it was finalized by Mama and Daddy that a wedding date is to be set between I and Usaina. 3 days later, Mama crashed again. The kidney I gave her has failed. And so off to Abuja we went. Mama on a sick bed while the wedding day was set. But she was all smiles, calling her friends and telling them her little Hafiz is getting married by December. And so back to Turkey we went. The doctors trying their best to revive the donated kidney. It was drugs after drugs and injections, but with all that, she was holding on, using every ounce of strength in her sick body to buy gifts for people back home. The kidneys couldn't be saved, but fortunately, my sisters, Suraya was a match. And so the surgery happened. Alhamdulillah, Mama came back home on her 2 feet. We were so happy, but said happiness didn't last. Barely a week later, the surgery site got infected, and she was back on antibiotics almost immediately. Hospital trips came back. We had to swallow back our smiles. Somehow became even worse. And for the first time since she became ill, Mama had to allow me to be carrying her around. 9 days after Eid al-Fitr, things escalated. We had to go back to the hospital. Seizures and issues kept arising, and back to Abuja we went, where she had to have a dialysis session. She's had over 50 of those, and we were really hoping it was over. And so the tears free fell down our worried faces. I remember leaving the hospital very happy one fateful evening as I played Quran for her, and miraculously she moved her feet. I took that as a sign that she was getting better, and so I left, feeling really good about myself. Not even an hour later, we received a call. She's had another cardiac arrest, and that was it. Back to her creator she went. 10 p.m., June 29th. I lost my best friend. And now back to the present. My wedding. The wedding I wish with every fiber of my being that Mama saw. I am happy, as it is a very happy day. But the moment I remember Mama, sadness sucks the happiness away. Though looking at all these people, uncles, aunts, sisters, brothers, family, I realized that without her, this wouldn't have been possible. Mama is a pious woman, and so I believe she is in a better place. So, Mama, you have nothing to worry about. Inshallah, you have us, your 3 precious kids. Know that you will forever exist in our hearts and prayers. We love you.